yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all of these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked?
I do think that works. Andrea Cattaneo and everyone, welcome to the Heart of Influence. And let's introduce some fine folks. First, from Fairfax County, Virginia, groundbreaking PhD strategist empowering 1 million women tech leaders by 2023 through courageous, love-centered leadership, acclaimed podcast host and author of Leading with Love, amplifying transformational leadership stories across global tech, trusted executive coach and mastermind leader, creating high-performance teams that innovate, retain talent, and exceed expectations. Let's welcome to the show, Dr. Jane Levis. And Dr. Jane Levis, how do you prefer that we refer to you? Is it Dr. Jane, Dr. Levis? What do you prefer?
Whatever you call me. Just don't call me late for dinner.
Just don't call you late for dinner. We'll go Dr. Jane, which also happens to be my mother's middle name, my sister's middle name, niece's middle name, and my dog's middle name. So welcome, Dr. Jane, to the Heart of Influence. And we kick this show off, Dr. Jane, with a fun fact. This is a headline fun fact. I'm sure Andrew talked about it in the green room. A headline, not a story, but Dr. Jane, something that would make us go, whoa, no way. It could be something cool you've done, something fun you've done, just something you're proud of. But Dr. Jane, what is a fun fact that we would love to know about you?
I am 72 years old and I still ski. And this winter, I am skiing every week. So if anybody wants to join me, let me know.
So, Dr. Jane, I would love to join you. And Andrea knows this. I am also a skier. I live mostly in the winter in Colorado. And about now 6-8 weeks ago, I tore my meniscus in my knee. Devastating. So I've been going to physical therapy 6 days a week with the intention of just being able to ski this season. So if I can ski this season, I'm coming to ski with you.
Good. And I injured my knee going over a 6-foot mogul and landing with my with my leg hyperextended. So I know how painful that is.
That does
and I'm still skiing.
And you're still skiing. And Dr. Jane, if you could go skiing anywhere in the world tomorrow, where would you go?
Wisp out in Colorado, out in In Canada on the West Coast.
On the West Coast with West Coast skiing. We're in for that, Dr. Jane. Let's go and take a ski trip with Dr. Jane. And Dr. Jane, I don't know if this is going to be as fun as skiing, but hopefully close. Are you ready to have some fun for today?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it. Following up, Dr. Jane from New York, New York. Visionary board leader and strategist influencing global innovators, founders, and executives across AI, fintech, and emerging industries, scaled and exited nearly a $1 billion financial firm, now guides startups through capital raising, innovation, and growth, dedicated mentor to MBA students and founder, shaping the next generation of leadership through coaching, governance, and strategic advisory. Let's welcome to the show, Michael Frank. Michael, impressive background. Welcome to the Heart of Influence and your fun facts, please.
I have been deeply involved in multiple home renovations, including one that was gutted to the studs. I'm not a contractor, but I got my hands dirty. I know how to fix things and do things. So I am there. I recently just did a roof or contracted a roof for my mother-in-law's house. So
that is extraordinary. And Michael, what is the, like, in a renovation, like, what is the coolest or most unique thing you've ever put in a renovation that was like just unique?
I don't know if it's unique, but I'm a big fan of heated floors in the bathroom. When you wake up in the morning and walk in there, it is great. And you can have houses now heated the floors forever. So I'm a big fan of that.
That is, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm a big fan of heated floors. That is awesome. Michael, can I tell you the coolest thing I've ever seen in a house?
What's that?
In a kitchen. You know how like a lot of kitchens, like they have that corner area that comes in pretty useless. Sometimes they put one of those rotating things, but it's still very difficult to get anything out of. I once saw like that someone turned that corner thing into like that's where the trash goes. So there's like a lid in the counter and like all the trash like goes in there and then they can pull the trash out from like the back end of that. I always thought that was the coolest innovation I've ever seen. Have you ever seen that in a house?
I have not seen, but I've seen where the in-ground vacuum sort of in the kitchen has a little kick plate and you kick it, it starts, and then you just broom right into there and it's gone.
That is awesome. Yeah. We've got some ideas for your next renovation.
No more renovations for me. I'm done.
You're done. You're done. Oh, are you ready to have some fun today?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
I think Michael's ready to have some fun. Welcome, Michael. Let's do it. Rolling with Michael from New Jersey. Distinguished real estate specialist with 20 plus years shaping record-breaking deals across Manhattan, residential and commercial markets, renowned for exceptional staging, design insight, and intuitive talent for matching clients with dream properties. Panama-born, Spanish-fluent professional celebrated for deep listening, unwavering dedication, and transformative client-first service. Let's welcome to the show, Brazita Sapphire. Our audience was a little delayed. Brazita, welcome to the Heart of Influence.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here. And Brazita, your fun fact, please.
I think it's a fun fact if you have a interesting sense of humor like I do. I was run over by my car twice in my life, and I show no signs of having been run over by a vehicle ever. My baby brother always
laughed.
Wait, I
heard you say your car. So your very own car somehow ran you over twice. Is that what I heard?
I think it's kind of a funny fact. I think it's kind of a funny fact.
That is kind of crazy. How does your car run you over? I'm just like, now I'm curious.
Well, that's how I put it. So I'm on the shoulder with the hood up, and I'm leaning over it, because I'm like, okay, what's going on? And this gentleman stops, he's with me, and we're like, oh, maybe it's the alternator. And then somebody hits the back of it. And so then we get sort of like hit and slightly run over. But to me, it's like, it shows the power of, I feel like God, because that's my, he's my source. And the fact that, I have this deep faith. And here I am walking around after being run over twice and no one would ever know. My brother's like, you don't even walk with a limp. Somebody who's been run over by their car twice should at least walk with a limp.
Rosita, that is wild. I think you are the first person ever on the show that has been run over by any car, much less your own car.
And much less twice.
Much less twice. That is crazy. And Rosita, are you ready to have some fun today?
Yeah, I sure am.
Rolling with the woman who's got at least 2 lives and 7 more to go. Welcome to the Heart of Influence. And next up from Freehold, New Jersey, entrepreneurial all-state leader, successfully operating 2 thriving agencies while expanding north and with bold service-driven vision. Renowned problem solver who builds lasting relationships and becomes every client's go-to advisor for life's biggest decisions, celebrated for exceptional responsiveness, trusted guidance, and unwavering dedication to protecting families with integrity and care. Let's welcome to the show, John Craig.
Thank you. You guys are really good at intros, by the way.
Thank you, John. The team does do a great job. And John, your fun fact, please.
So my fun fact is I unknowingly denied an opportunity to be on the Jersey Shore show when I was like a teenager. I'm 37 now, so this happened. I forgot how old I was, but this was like maybe 2007, 8. I want to say something like that.
So you were almost going to be almost famous on Jersey Shore, but didn't quite make it. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, no, I think I would have got on because Dina from Jersey Shore, I knew her. I wasn't like, best friends with her or like her boyfriend or something, but like we were kind of in the same friend group, and she texted me one day and says, "Hey, do you want to be my fake boyfriend for some show?" And like, if you guys remember the 2000s on MTV and VH1, they had some really like silly shows.
So John, I'm so sorry. We don't
be
have
on
time to
it.
hear the whole story. That is super crazy. That you were
Exactly.
almost going to be a Jersey Shore boyfriend. That is a
pretty
super
much.
fun fact. And are you ready to have some fun today? I
Yeah,
don't think
absolutely.
anyone can ask you to be their boyfriend today, though.
Good.
Awesome. Welcome to the Heart of Influence. And next up from New York, purpose-driven neuroscientist dedicated to improving the human condition, helping people understand themselves, each other, and the deeper truth that we are all connected. Visionary leader committed to creating a world where every human can thrive, teaching how we co-create possibility together, one person, one interaction, and one model behavior at a time. Liberated, compassionate, transformational advisor who rejects judgment, shame, blame, guiding individuals and communities to recognize their place in human puzzle and rise in their highest potential. Let's welcome to the show, Roshan.
Beautifully done.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you for being here. And what is your fun fact, Dr. Roshanek?
My fun fact is that when I was living in Connecticut, I used to read for the blind on Chris Radio.
Wow. That is absolutely obviously you probably know Sean is blind, so that is something that touches our heart and souls. Company's named Unblinded. That is absolutely a beautiful. Thank you, Doc, for that fun fact. Now you ready to have some fun today?
Yay!
Yay, she's ready to have some fun. Let's do it. Next up from Long Island, New York, with over a decade in lending, leads with integrity, precision, and an 5-star reputation. Branch manager at New American Funding. He simplifies new home ownership for families across Long Island. Known for a community-first vision, he transforms complex financial challenges into confident, clear mortgage solutions. Let's welcome to the show, Fiore, Benny, Fiore. And I am presuming you like to go by, is it Vinny?
Fiore is good.
Fiore is good. Okay. Welcome, Fiore, to the Heart of Influence. And Fiore, your fun fact, please.
I would say, I mean, just about myself, I really love reading and learning about history. And one of the things that I want to do in my life is visit all the most historical sites that this world has to offer.
Wow. That is extraordinary. And I wish, remind me later, because I'm going to ask Sean, there's a book that his son Tyler reads, like about the history of the United States, that it was super fantastic. So I'll find out that book for you. But Fiore, welcome to the Heart of Influence.
Thank you.
All right. From next up, coming from Ventura, Florida, growth-minded, heart-centered individual, Adalone's capital market specialist, securing origination funding through investor relations, portfolio pricing, and loan sales. Analytical deal operator, lead support for $10 to $150 million securitizations, saving 20% of time, $50K each transaction consistently. Vienna economics master graduate, alum, bilingual, master swimmer, global discipline thinker, and with proven integrity. Let's welcome to the show, Dimitri Schmidt. Dimitri, welcome to the Heart of Influence, and your fun fact, please.
Hi there. I'm not completely sure that's a fun fact, but once you started talking about going for skiing and the knee problems, I realized like how useful could it be that I'm doing part-time, like apart from my job, I'm doing a trainer course, and there I can also help people with such problems. And like this just typically counts, this knee problem and this kind of things just counts to me how often it happens that people go for skiing, and exactly this happens, and this is such a scenario that.
So you help people with their knee problems, is that what I'm hearing?
No, I mean, I'm doing a course just like for myself, like a trainer course, and I realized like how often this problem occurs with the knee. So that was funny for me.
Trainer course. I am hearing, Dimitri, good luck with your trainer course.
Trainer, a coach, like a sport coach.
Yes, trainer. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So good luck with your course and everything that comes along with it. Sounds like you're definitely want to change some lives. So good luck with all of that. And are you ready to have some fun today?
Thank you.
Let's do it. Next up, the woman that brought us all here together today from Nutley, New Jersey, the deal attorney, having led over 200 market transactions in the past 25 years, taking companies public in 7 different ways to do so. 2 years out of law school, built a $1 million solo practice from her basement as a single mom with 2 young daughters, proudly serving for over a decade on the board of National Investment Banking Association, helping companies get connected to thousands of members and funding sources, executive producer of the Heart of Influence, general counsel, and chief ecosystem officer, Caligari Law. Let's welcome to the show, Andrea Catania. Andrea, you know the deal. Your fun fact, please.
Keeping up with the ski theme, when I was 14 on a Killington Mountain, I skied off a cliff, fell almost 40 feet into some young trees, picked up by a ski mobile, fine, and I told my parents 10 years later.
Sparing the details for your parents so they did never say you could never go skiing again. That is
You could have just lied about the feet. You could have just said it was 10 feet.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, it was, they stopped the whole chairlifts. The ski mobile came and got me. They could not believe I was okay. The young trees saved my life. And it was at a time when nobody was making me sign anything. If that happened today, there might have been a lawsuit, but not for my parents.
We are glad that you survived.
Thank you.
Tell us nothing was broken doing it. And Andrea, let's kick it off and have some fun. Your show.
Let's go.
Introduce myself, your host for today. I grew up severely dyslexic. I graduated high school with a 1.7 GPA, but always had an entrepreneurial spirit because at 8 years old, I started my first business selling crafts on my parents' front lawn. Had an incredible business model because my parents would take me to Michael's, buy all my supplies. I would make my wreaths, sell them on the front lawn, and get to keep all the profits. Not quite how business works today, but as an 8-year-old, I was making bank. Took that into network marketing at 18 years old. I was introduced to a network marketing company. By the time I was 19 years old, I was a top income earner in that company where I held that record for 2 years. Then from there, I went into commercial real estate. I was the #1 business broker in the state of Nevada, first woman ever and youngest woman ever to do so in the history of business brokerage. Held that record for 3 years, got into some personal development and a multiple series entrepreneur. I trained at companies such as MGM, Caesars Entertainment, Harris Entertainment, many in Las Vegas. In 2019, every company that I worked with doubled their sales. And now I have co-hosted more than 1,800 episodes with more than 8,000 guests of this very show. So welcome to the Heart of Influence. And I will go with my fun fact today, since I left this part out of my introduction. Between selling crafts and in network marketing, I was a drug dealer and I sold drugs. And now I'm an ordained pastor. So my fun fact is I've gone from drug dealer to God dealer. That is my fun fact for today. So Andrea, shall we do the things?
Let's do the things.
Let's do the things. Who shall we kick it off with?
Let's kick it off with Dr. Jane. You up for it, Dr. Jane?
Sure, why not?
Why not? So
Right
Dr.
here,
Jane,
right?
this is what we're doing here. We've had some fun. We've made some introductions, but Plato said, a good friend of Andrea's said, play a game with me for an hour and we will learn more about each other than if we spoke for a year. So we're going to play a little game of influence because your experience, which we're having here today, and the ability to cause yes. So we play a little game in causing yes. So Andrea will be anyone you want her to be that you would like to cause a meaningful yes with. It could be a philanthropic partner, could be an ideal client, could be a speaking engagement, a book deal, whatever it is, a meaningful yes that you would like to cause in the world. Andrea will play that role. You'll have 3 minutes to go from hello to yes with Andrea. This is not like Wolf of Wall Street meets The Boiler Room. It could just be a simple yes for a longer meaning. So Dr. Jane, who would you like Andrea to be?
I'd like Andrea to be a publisher for potentially my book, Leading with Love, and I'd like to schedule a meeting with her.
Okay. All right, Andrea, you have a scheduled meeting about leading with love. Take us in.
Hello, this is Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. This is Jane Lovis. How are you today?
Oh, I'm good. You know what? I do see we have a 3-minute call scheduled.
Yes, I see that. Thank you. Thanks for taking my call. I am calling because I just love the work that you do in publishing. And you publish some amazing books. And I've just written a book. And wanted to chat with you about it.
Well, gosh, I didn't have a lot of time to do some research on you. I did know we had this call and my assistant gave me some headlines. I'd like to, but understand I only have about maybe 2.5 minutes now. Maybe give me some, highlights, if you will.
That's what I was thinking of, is when you said 3 minutes, give you a few highlights and see if we can schedule something more. Some additional time. So
sounds good. Let's hear it.
Book called Leading with Love, 3 Pillars for Transformational Leadership. And I have been working with leaders for years and causing a transformation in their organizations. And as I looked back at what it was, I realized there were 3 pillars. And it's leader, know thyself, put others first, and create success for all. And
hold on, did I hear this on a podcast?
Yes.
Did I hear you on a podcast? This sounds familiar. Go ahead.
So the books that you publish surround this topic. You know, you've got various technical books, you've got self-help books, you've got leadership books. And I thought this might be a book that would really support your audiences and the work that you do, and support me at the same time in getting this book out to a larger audience.
Well, it sounds interesting. We do look at a lot of books. I mean, some of the things you're saying sound a little different. And like I said, I could swear I heard you on a podcast. I don't think I'm imagining it. So this sounds, certainly like something that would resonate with a lot. But I would have to, take a deeper dive and maybe have my team involved.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'd love to have a conversation and find out what that deeper dive means and what you would need from me and how we can make something happen.
Okay. Well, I'm actually free this Friday afternoon after 2, if that could work, and not until next Tuesday in the morning.
Friday afternoon works great for me. I keep that open for things like this that come up.
Very good. Okay, Dr. Jane, looking forward. Thank you so much for reaching out.
Thank you for taking the call.
Okay, good job. Where is Bella? Because in a moment, before we go to the feedbackers, we're going to go to our next participant, also known as a contestant. And that would be our intriguing gentleman who has a side passion for fixing or building or creating things in houses, Michael Frank. Who would you like me to be? And it really can be in a business scenario, in a personal scenario. I could be a philanthropist. I could be anyone. I could be someone who's no longer with us. Whatever you conjure up, you're seeking a yes. And like Bella said, it doesn't have to be Glenn Gary, Glenn Ross, sell me this pen. It is in integrity getting to that agreement formation. So who would you like me to be?
I want you to be
Michael?
Jeff Bezos.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I could do that.
Not because of Amazon.
Anything else?
Not because of Amazon itself, but because of, like, I was on the trading floor then, and he used to come on CNBC, and they were making fun of him and the way he spoke. And he has built one of the biggest, greatest.
Yes, he has.
Off the backs of selling books. It's just
amazing. I'm going to take you in. Now. Hello. I can't believe I'm picking up my own phone. Stella, would you get? All right. Hello. Michael, is this you? It looks like we have a few-minute meeting.
I'm here. Thank you for taking my call.
Yeah, this is Jeff Bezos. You got me. You got the real guy.
So, Jeff, let me ask you a question. When you were building Amazon and only selling books, did you already have the vision of being a seller of almost everything in the world and being a global platform, or did you just think one day at a time?
That's a question that I've actually been asked a few times. And I got to be honest with you. And thank you so much for taking a look at, my apparent and very real success. It wasn't like I started from humble beginnings, but I knew I wanted to sell things. And books, I honestly didn't know at that time that I was going to venture much past books. But when it started going as well as it did, how could I not see the opportunity? It was just an, innovation optimization process that happened day to day. So thanks for asking. I mean, it definitely wasn't something I planned from the beginning, but I knew I wanted more. Why do you ask?
I think most people don't understand what you've really accomplished. And maybe it's not your selling thing. It's more like the platform itself and how you've digitized everything. And I'm just in awe of watching you as this meek kind of person with his first desk being his door to now being this buff guy jumping out of coming out of private jets and doing the thing. So it just to me, it's just the ultimate success story.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And I know it might be hard for you to believe when I say I'm still that regular guy. You know, I am. I'm still that regular guy. And, I thought some friend of mine said this recently, if I can do it, you can do it. And there's a lot of truth to that. Dream big, and you can do it too.
Well, I use that as inspiration, coming from a career trading on the floor to now running a community and being on advisory boards. I use that as inspiration that anything is possible as long as you're willing to work hard and surround yourself with the right people.
Well, I really enjoyed having this back and forth with you, Michael. I'm pleasantly surprised. This is much more than what I would have expected. Is there something I can do for you in our last,
No, I think
20
I'm
seconds?
good. I think I'm good to go. But if you wanted to come on the Gilder podcast, I'd be happy to have you.
You know what? Send me some information. I didn't get to hear anything about that, but sure, send me some info and maybe we'll follow up.
We've had some.
I'm a pretty busy guy.
We had some pretty interesting people, including a gentleman who exited for 2.5 billion recently. Lots of interesting people there that are willing to give back and talk. Thanks for your time.
Okay, you piqued my interest a little. We'll take a look. Take care.
Thank you.
Great job, Dr. Jane. Great job, Michael. And of course, Andrea Catania. And now we get to the feedbackers, otherwise known as judges. So judges, this is the time in the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. So it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Dr. Jane or Michael, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve. And let's kick it off with Fiore. Fiore, how about your 30 seconds of feedback with Dr. Jane, please?
Yeah, sure. All right. For Dr. Jane, I love that she gave information about what she was looking for and she snuck it in not like an aggressive manner, but just kind of, pitched her idea. And I like that she came with some information about, the background of the publisher and what her actual need was, and the fact that she asked for more time. I think that was a really good approach to it. Didn't seem desperate and also allowed her to, try to go for accomplishing her goal. On Mr. Frank's side, I like that he asked questions and gave compliments. I think, stroking somebody's ego sometimes really does help, bridge the gap. So I really did like that about him as well.
Beautiful. Great job, Fiore. And what is one word on how Dr. Jane left you feeling?
I'm sorry?
What is one word on how Dr. Jane left you feeling?
Interested. I wanted to know more about her book. Yeah.
Wanted to know more. Awesome. Great job, Fiore. Let's go, John. John, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Michael, please?
No, hold on. All right, so yeah, my 30 seconds feedback from Mike is he was talking to Jeff Bezos as like a regular schmegular guy, which he's not, but he was talking to him like one. So I think that's kind of how maybe you get a leg in there with him, but by not exactly like showing that you're nervous to talk to somebody or you kind of come in with confidence, like, hey, you're talking to like your mailman or something, or like, just the guy at the post office or whatever. Well, whatever, what I'm trying to say, like just a random person, but guy at the cash register at a restaurant or a grocery store or something like that. So yeah, I think that's the key takeaway that I got from that one. And what was the second thing?
What's one word on how Michael left you feeling?
he basically left it off where
No, but
you know
how did
you
he
would
leave you? It's like one word on how he left you feeling.
one word on how I guess curious because I didn't really know too much about what that was going to entail. So
Beautiful. Curious. Thank you, John. Let's go, Brazita. Brazita, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Dr. Jane, please?
Yeah, no, I thought it was excellent. I thought she was great at building rapport and, telling about her book and just, it was a good connection that she was working to create there. You could sense it.
Good connection. Beautiful. Thank you for that. And what's one word on how Dr. Jane left you feeling?
I would say like inquisitive.
Inquisitive.
Like really, yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. And let's go, Dr. Woshanak. How about your 30? I'm singing it every time now. How about your 30 seconds of feedback for Michael, please?
My 30 seconds for feedback for Michael is I don't know what you wanted. I didn't know what you wanted. I didn't know if you just wanted to have a little chat with Jeff Bezos. I don't know if you, I felt like you could have been a little more clear with him about what was the purpose of the call, right? So did you want to tell him that he was the greatest thing since sliced bread? Did you want to tell him what that meant to you? Did you want to tell him why that meant something to you? What you'd like to do with that? Because he's an extremely busy guy, very hard to get a hold of. You just got your hands on the Hope Diamond. What are you going to do with it?
Beautiful. And Doc, what is one word on how Michael left you feeling?
Confused.
Confused. Good. Thank you for that honest feedback. And let's go, Dimitri. Dimitri, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Dr. Jane, please?
Yes, I agree with Dr. Ashemiyun, if I said it correctly. I would say, Michael, I think the introduction was soft and nice, but it left me feeling like if you're not completely concentrated, you don't really get what are you trying to say. But it was still like pretty delicate, I would say. But the message should be a bit more clear, in my opinion.
Beautiful. And what is one word on how Dr. Jane left you feeling?
Friendly/diplomatic, somewhere in between.
Friendly/diplomatic. Beautiful. Thank you for that, Dimitri. Let's go, Andrea Catania. How about your 30 seconds of feedback for Michael, please?
Okay, well, the last feedback was actually for Michael as well. So I can give Michael feedback. I'm going to give 15 seconds of feedback for both, if I may, because I don't want to have Dr. Jane not had to get enough feedback. Michael, I thought you built beautiful rapport. I felt comfortable. I did like what John mentioned about the regular guyness of the conversation, the approach. There was definitely an ease in which you connected. You definitely had an ask. I would have asked those questions much earlier about your show. And Dr. Jane, very excited to learn more as a publisher about your book. You came in with great energy. You asked good questions. One optimization might have been to tell a little bit more about how your book was different. One word for both of you, curious for Michael and intrigued for Dr. Jane.
Beautiful. Thanks for
and
that.
Bella.
And yes.
Oh, I was going to say over to you. I just didn't see your beautiful face.
Oh, I don't know why. So thank you for that, Andrea, and everybody. And this is the time of the show I typically get to put my co-host on the hot seat. But since he's doing a fancy interview with Magic Johnson today, and it's just me, Andrea, you get the honor and the privilege of putting me in the hot seat in a scenario that I have no idea about. So please, your scenario that you have for me today.
Okay. Your scenario is you meet Jeff Bezos on a chairlift in Killington, Vermont, and you have one bold, playful shot to turn a casual, nice to meet you, into a, yes, of course I'll come on the Heart of Influence before you guys reach the top of the mountain.
Ooh, I love this. And who is going to play the role of Jeff Bezos?
I think it's got to be Fiore because he's got a mellifluous voice. Look at that deer in the headlights. Look, are you up for it?
Absolutely.
Don't worry, Bella's going to do all the heavy lifting.
All right.
Fiora, are you up for playing the role of Jeff Bezos?
I can do my best.
All right. Let's take it in. We're in the gondola. We're on our way up. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, let's do it. Let's go with, excuse me, you look very familiar. Are you Danny DeVito?
No, not quite, but I am maybe a little less famous than Danny.
A little less famous, because I didn't think so, because you're a little bit taller than Danny DeVito. But you do look like this guy, Jeff Bezos. That can't possibly be you. Is that who you are?
You nailed it.
And you started like a, small company that I think your stuff shows up on my doorstep. You've turned me into a shopping addict. Would that be you?
Sounds about right.
Sounds about right. And you've changed the shopping habits of all of America. So thank you for that. You've given husbands reasons to complain about their wives even more. You must be so proud.
I am proud. Thank you.
That is awesome. So what have you been skiing for a long time? What brings you out to the mountain today?
Sometimes I just like to get away from the day-to-day business and had a little R&R. So here I am today, just enjoying the mountain.
Just enjoying the mountain. And would you say, are you an avid skier? You're a good skier, a mediocre? Where do you land on the?
I try to be good at anything that I do.
I'd be good at anything. And you're really great, obviously at business and first of all, Jeff, I do want to say we've had some fun, and just thank you for engaging in a conversation with me. I'm sure many people are always wanting, a couple of minutes of your time, here and there. So thank you so much. I feel so honored. I know we had some fun, but I really truly feel super honored because I do know who you are. I do know what you've done, and it is absolutely incredible. And with our kind of last minute before we get up to the top of the mountain, would it be okay if I just ask you a couple questions?
Absolutely.
Beautiful. So I know you stepped down from the CEO role of Amazon, and this started with an idea. So what is next for you? What is life about for you now? Where is it that you want to go from here? Obviously you can do anything in the world, and I'm just curious, what's touching your heart right now?
Well, I do want to try to give back a little bit. I do enjoy a little philanthropy, and of course, my businesses are always going to be my babies, as I like to pour my heart and soul into anything that I do. So I couldn't imagine not working still.
Okay. So I'm hearing, and is there a certain philanthropic mission that you have on your heart?
Nothing too particular, but I like to take opportunities as they come and really deep dive and review anything that I like to get involved in. And if I feel it tugs on the heartstrings, I'll be willing to get involved.
With that in mind, Fiora, because I know we're about to get off, or excuse me, Jeff, I know we're about to get off the lift here, is, I work with a company, Unblinded, and the founder of the company, Sean Callagy, he's on the verge of being the first blind self-funded unicorn founder in the history of the world. And he does a lot of philanthropic partnership. He's doing stuff with Mike Tyson, Magic Johnson, David Mizell, the founder of Marvel, also Kevin Mayer, was going to be the CEO of Disney. And right now he is about to set the world record for the largest toy drive in the history of the world. And it sounds like, you do some philanthropic partners. Will you be up for at least having a longer conversation about, how we might be able to support some of your philanthropic efforts, maybe even partner on some? Would that be something that you'd be interested in?
I think it does sound interesting. I would like to, hear a little more about it, and I would be open to more of a conversation.
So if you'd like, maybe you can give me your assistant's phone number and I'll set up a longer conversation with your assistant. How does that resonate or not?
It sounds good.
Oh, I lost you guys for a second. So we're about to get off the list. Do you want to give me your assistant's phone number and I'll set up that longer meeting with your assistant?
Yes, I'll put you guys in touch.
Awesome. Great job, Fiore. Great scenario, Andrea. And Fiore, how was that for you?
Good. A little different. Not really like an actor by nature, but really cool to role play. And I appreciate the opportunity to step out of my zone.
Beautiful. And for everyone, great job, Andrea, in setting the scenario up. And you'll notice I started with some fun energy because we always say, there at Unblinded, there is a formula for integrous influence. It's got 4 steps, 4 energies, and 12 indispensable elements. And we always say fun energy opens listening. So that's why I started off with like the Danny DeVito line, because nobody else is going to say that to him, right? That's going to bust open listening to be able to continue that conversation. So great scenario, Andrea. Great job. Fiore, and Fiore, how was your time overall on the Heart of Influence?
I loved it. I think it's a really good energy, good information. I didn't know too much about it until pretty recently, and I'm actually happy that I was able to do it and participate, and I think the people are wonderful.
Beautiful. Thank you for that, Fiore. Great job. Let's go, Dr. Jane, kicking us off into the participant seat. Not an easy role, did a phenomenal job. Congratulations on your book. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
It was great. And I loved just the practice of sharing what I'm up to in a no judgment zone and getting feedback.
Beautiful. Thank you, Dr. Jane. Thank you for being here. Let's go our other participant, who I think sparked the Jeff Bezos conversation. But Michael, thank you for being here and for taking the leap in the participant seat. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
I enjoyed it thoroughly, including your energy and all the ideas. Pleasure to meet everyone. I enjoyed it. Thank you. Beautiful.
Thank you for that, Michael. And I see we've lost John for the moment. So let's go, Brazita. Thank you for being here. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Well, it's wonderful. I've enjoyed meeting everyone and just being a part of it. It's it's great.
Beautiful. Thank you. Let's go, Dimitri. Phenomenal job in the feedbackers seat and a super fun fact. And Dimitri, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
It was great, thank you. And I can see how professionally organized it is. I don't think I've seen something like this. It's really impressive.
Beautiful. Well, thank you. Thank you for being here. Let's go, John. John, thank you. And excellent job in the feedbacker seat as well. And John, how was your time with us? Now you were almost famous on the Jersey Shore. Now you're almost famous on the Heart of Influence. How was your time with us today?
That was pretty good. Yeah, I definitely would want to try some other parts, some other roles, next time, because I think it could be pretty fun. And you know what? At the end of the day, if you're meeting new people and you're getting a laugh or a smile, what else? What else you want out of your day? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? How's that, Bree? Is that?
Beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, I see Bree's big smile when on my screen. She's right in the top left corner. So great. So it's great meeting everybody.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you for that, John. And let's go, Dr. Rashanik. How was your time with us? Or Shinek. Shinek, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Well, my cheeks hurt from smiling so much. So
Yay.
Awesome.
It was really it was very interesting. It was really unique. I like that. It's wonderful to meet everybody. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. This was born from COVID when the world was shut down. Sean used to do practice mastery events, and he said, how can we bring people together to meet each other and grow in our business relationships. And that's what this is here for. So we have some gifts for you in the chat. Definitely check those out because we want to continue the relationship. We want to see what more there is to do together with each other. And Andrea, your final on your Heart of Influence.
Well, there's really nothing quite like this. And I am delighted to have had an opportunity to produce close to 300 of these episodes, having done so really once a month a few years back, and for the last year and a couple of months, a few a week. So I'm grateful to all of you for bringing your A games, bringing your growth drive, your integrity, your hearts, your commitment to rising and your mastery. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
Really phenomenal job, Andrea, on your Heart of Influence. And thank you all for being here today. It's really important. Definitely connect with each other because that's why you're here. There's definitely more to do together. Maybe not with everybody on the show, but if at least you can walk away with one or two relationships, that's what the show is all about. And we end every show by saying, although Sean may be physically blind, which he is, sometimes we are all blind to the possibilities right in front of us and just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.